Hello, my friends, still here. Okay, this might seem like a random thing to talk about, but if you care about your health, your hydration, and honestly, just making your food taste better, your salt actually matters more than you think. Thank you to Only Salt Company for sending over their plastic-free ancient spring salt, unrefined, mineral rich, because I wanted to try it and share it with you and how it is and what it is and why you need it. So there's a lot of talk going around about microplastics and sea salt, overly processed table salt, and lack of minerals in our salt. So this is not your typical table salt. Regular salt, if you didn't know, is highly processed, stripped of minerals, and basically just sodium chloride. So this salt is unrefined. It contains trace minerals like magnesium and potassium, and I think you've heard you need those things. And it comes from a natural spring source. So you're getting more than just saltiness in your food. You're getting actual mineral support. And so I bet you're wondering, does it taste different? Yeah, a little bit, but not in a weird way. Let me show you. It's a little more earthy. It's a little more complex. It reminds me a little bit of pretzel salt. It's not as like harsh or sharp as table salt, and it's a little bit more coarse, a little bit bigger. Like I said, it reminds me of pretzel salt. And once you use it, regular salt kind of tastes like flat. And have you ever had like salt on a dessert? That's what it reminds me of too. So our family's been using it on eggs and avocado toast and meats, and especially like when I'm salting pasta water, just grab a little, throw it in. We put it in our rice tonight with dinner and the broccoli, which I mean, it just like the kids are loving my food more than usual, right? So again, it's more of a coarse salt. And when you sprinkle it on food, it's like your food gets a depth of flavor, like a burst of saltiness, a little bit of that crunch, which makes it good as what we would call a finishing salt if you're a fancy chef. Not at all, but you know, I try to pretend like I am. So this is where I want to be honest though. Is this like a magic health product? No. You still need proper nutrition, eat your greens, hydrate yourself, balance your electrolytes. But for me, if as someone who works out, sweats a lot, lives in Florida, and is just trying to improve my hydration, adding a mineral rich salt like this can actually support that. So you could even add a little pinch to your water or in your really sweet electrolyte drinks to balance it out, especially on really hot days. So during the summer, for me, going to the golf course, going to the beach. So one of the big selling points is again that it is microplastic free. And while you generally can't see plastic in your salt with your own eyes, the idea is cleaner sourcing, less contamination compared to some of the ocean salts. So if you're trying to clean things up a little bit in your life, clean up the things you're putting in your body, you use salt every day, this is one of those small little upgrades, right? It's a little bit more expensive than that table salt you're gonna find in the store, but hey, sometimes we pay for something that's a little bit better for us, right? And a little bit goes a long way, especially as a finishing salt. Like literally 1 grain is amazing. So it actually will last a lot longer than you expect, okay? Plastic-free spring salt from Only Salt. You're gonna love it. No toxins, no additives, just spring salt. Enjoy!